Okay, so now we're going to look at graphing inequalities on the XY plane. So I have a few examples here from the review package. So I thought about doing A, C, and E. So if we begin with A, this one says x is less than -2. So if I draw the XY plane here, okay, the first thing we should do is replace this inequality with an equal sign. Hold on a second. So I write x is equal to -2, and we have to graph this. So at -2 we have x right here, and if we graph that with a line, it should look something like so. Okay, so that's at -2 here. And I'll add my arrows here. And this is the y-axis and this is the x-axis. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is shade the side that we want to show where x is less than 2. So here I write x is less than -2. Now we test, so this is the test. Okay, and with the test you need to choose an x point on the left or the right side. So I always like to use the point x is equal to 0, which is there. So is x, hold on, that's 0 less than -2. So my guess is that the arrows will be going this way here. But in this case 0 is not less than -2. So I should shade this way here. And that's how I shade my inequality this way. Right, so I test a point for this one. So for x is equal to or y is equal to, you can just draw your lines and add one point and test it. For part B, or pardon me, part C, so let's look at this one. It is -3 is less than y, but it is also, pardon me, y is greater than -3, but y is less than 5. So we can draw the xy plane here. Okay. Here's our y-axis, our x-axis. And now we're going to come and put our values on these axes. So let's look at y is equal to -3. So I can break this up and I can check, well, where is y equal to -3? And I can also check where is y equal to 5. So I'm going to graph both of these lines here. So -3 is here. Sorry, that's the x-axis. I want to do y is equal to. So y is equal to 3 is right here. And y is equal to -5 is down here somewhere. And if we were to draw the line, you should have a line that goes straight across this here. Another line that goes straight across here. And those are your two lines for this. So y is equal to -3, y is equal to 5. Okay? And now we ask ourselves, well, if I put a point here, I can test any point. Where is that actually occurring? So let's imagine I choose the point, well, 0 in this case. So once again, I put a 0 here. Is 0 greater than -3? And it is. And is 0 less than 5? And it is. So everywhere in between this area, I can shade that represents that. It's true. Now, if you were to take a point outside this area, for example, 6, is 6 greater than -3? Yes, it is, but 6 is not less than 5. So this area here above 3, oops, +5, yeah, above here is not area. And notice this should be 5, and this should be -3, pardon me. There we go. Now I got it correct. Okay, so once again, the inequality is in between these two lines here. Sorry for the confusion. And the last one that I was going to do is number E, part E, and that is y plus x is less than 2. So now we have an x and a y. So this is a line that we have to draw. So here's my xy plane. And whenever you have to draw a line, I recommend drawing a little thing here. Oops. This again. And this side is going to be my x. So in order to draw a line, when we have an x and y in this inequality, we have to take 2 points. So I say, well, what happens if x is 0? That's a nice point. So if this is 0 here, I have y is less than 2. So how about we, first of all, draw this inequality with an equal sign. So first of all, let's draw our inequality with an equal sign. Now if I put x is equal to 0, I get y plus 0 is equal to 2. Y is equal to 2. Then our coordinate is 0, 2. That is 0, 2 approximately right there. So I'll put a 2 here. And now I want to choose another point. And in this case, I don't know, we can choose x is equal to 2. So if we do this again, we have y plus 2 is equal to 2. I rainbow him over. We have 2 minus 2. Y is equal to 0. So in this case, if x is 2, y is 0. So x is equal to 2 is about here. And y is 0. So those are our 2 points. And now we can draw a nice line between those 2 points. So at this point, we need to figure out if we're shading up or down across this line. So if we were to take a guess, so this is where we're going to guess again. So I'm going to pick 0, 0. So that's going to be my guess. So the origin, so 0 plus 0 is less than 2. So is this true? Yes, it is. 0 is less than 2. So that means my line is going this way here. So that's my shaded direction of the line. And those are 3 different shadings that we have. So x is less than -2. You pick an x point to figure out which way to shade. This one here, the second one, is between -3 and 5. And it's trapped this area. And finally, we have a line which has an x and a y. We plot our 2 points, draw our line, and then do our test here.